Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce, and today is my 12th annual Black Friday Firearms Special. Yes, I've been doing this thing for 12 years straight, and it's one of my favorite videos I make every single year. In this video, I'll be going over all the sales, all the good deals you're going to find for firearms at your local brick and mortar stores as well as online. These are the list of stores I'll be going over today, and you can fast forward through the video, just scrub through there, and I will put the logo, what I'm talking about, down here in the corner of the video, so you can just scrub through wherever you want to see the deals at. If you're new to my channel, please note I do not make any money on this video. It is totally demonetized by YouTube, and I'm not sponsored by any of the manufacturers I mentioned today, any of the stores I mentioned today, nor any of the websites I mentioned today. I just make this video every year because I want more people to buy more guns. Now let's get to it. Starting off, Academy Sports. Now, Academy Sports does not have anything listed for their official Black Friday day, but they have several deals going on right now all the way through the Black Friday week listed on their website, and here's what they have. A Ruger 1022 for $200. Now, I've been a big fan of the Ruger 1022 platform for many years, but the one that they're offering at $200 is nothing like this one. The one they're offering has no iron sights, it has a polymer stock, and it is just the bare bones basic version of the 1022. But a 1022 with the aftermarket, you can build into an amazing firearm. $105 will get you a Heritage Rough Rider revolver in .22 long rifle only. Now, typically, these will come with a coupon that you can use to get a very inexpensive Magnum cylinder that slides right into your .22 long rifle revolver. Now, these are great, but be careful, these are super addictive. Once you buy the regular one and you have such a great time with it, you end up getting the snub nose bar keep. And once you buy the snub nose bar keep, you end up with this monstrosity because you just can't help yourself, and they're all so inexpensive. For $170, you can pick up this Rossi RS-22 semi-automatic .22 rifle. It comes with a carry case, I believe, and has a threaded barrel. And that's the important part, because typically a Rossi RS-22 is around $100. Now, I don't have the Rossi exactly, but I do have this Mossberg 702. It's the exact same rifle in a slightly different stock, and I have reviewed this. I've reviewed many of these firearms, so I will put links right there. You can go look at the reviews that I've done in the past history of this channel. And that thing having a threaded barrel makes it a possible great host for a suppressor. Academy Sports also has great deals on the amazing Ruger Wrangler. It's a .22 only revolver, and this is a fantastic little single action revolver. It is great. There are various prices per the color that you're choosing. The green is the cheapest, just like this one, at $171, and they go up between that and about $200 depending on how popular the color is. So you grab a Ruger Wrangler, you go on Etsy and get yourself a nice leather holster, and you've got one heck of a cowboy setup. For $225, you can pick up a Taurus G2C. I have been very impressed with this Taurus here. Now let me go ahead and clear it, make sure it's clear. Okay, so it shoots hollow points extremely well. I have not had a single issue with the Taurus G2C, and it has a decent trigger. It has excellent stippling on the grip. Now, at the $225 mark, you are not going to have an optics ready option. You have to pay a little more for that. But for self-defense, do you really need optics on there? Probably not. And this is a great option for that. And lastly, for Academy Sports, for $300, you can pick up a Savage 334 bolt action rifle. Now, personally, I would not consider that rifle a super accurate tack driving hunting rifle. But if you throw an inexpensive Bushnell Banner scope on there, it is totally capable of taking out a deer at 150 yards. Next up, Bas Pro Shop / Cabela's, because they join forces. They have the exact same sales at each location. They're offering several deals on hunting rifles. The budget option is the Axis XP with a Weaver scope for $380. I believe that is a much better deal and much better rifle than the Savage I mentioned for Academy Sports. For the next step up in hunting rifle options, they've got for $775 a Savage 110 VSX Hunter XP with a 4 to 12 power Vortex Diamondback scope. That will pretty much handle any hunting options you have except for extremely long ranges. And the tippy top of the hunting rifle offerings is the Tikka T3 Super Light bolt action rifle for $850. Now, I personally have never been a huge fan of super light hunting rifles because I don't hike that much when I'm hunting, and I tend to shoot heavier rifles more accurately, which is pretty much the case with many people. But $850 for a Tikka, pretty good deal. Also in the upper echelon of the offerings is a Browning AB3 bolt action rifle with a loophole scope, $800. For $180, you can pick up a Vortex Defender Red Dot for your pistol use. Now, Vortex, remember, has the best warranty in the optics game, and I highly recommend them. You can pick up a Benelli 12 gauge pump action shotgun for $300. Now, truth be told, that is not the best deal for a pump action 12 gauge, but it does have a 3.5-inch chamber and is a Benelli. For $250, you can pick up this very stripped down Ruger 1022. Now, it will have a scope on it because these are so stripped down, there's no iron sights. It's going to look nothing like this, but every Ruger 1022 can be built into something like this, which is an tack driver. For $200, you can pick up this Walther P22Q 22 semi-automatic pistol. They're super fun. If you don't have a semi-automatic pistol that shoots 22, you should have one regardless of who makes it, and that is a good one. For $250, you can pick up a SAR 9 9mm pistol. It's a very compact, very carry-capable pistol. Holds 15 rounds in a magazine. I believe you might get 2 magazines with it, so that's a good deal if you don't have a carry option already. Now, Bas Pro and Cabela's is going to have a ton of deals for ammo. None of the deals are good enough to go there on a special trip just for ammo, but 9mm and 22, they're going to have great deals on that and some various other calibers. For $35, you can pick up a Red Ryder BB gun, which is what old Deuce started out with. Back in the day when I was just a little Deuce, I woke up one Christmas morning and I unwrapped the biggest box under the tree. Turned out to be a Red Ryder BB gun. And I wore that thing out so much it can barely shoot a BB out of the barrel. I still got it somewhere. I need to find it and bring it on the channel one day. Next up is Big 5. Now, the last several years, Big 5 has not been a huge player in the Black Friday Firearms Special game, and unfortunately this year is no different. But they do have a few cool things. Number one is a Beeman 25 caliber air rifle. It's a pre-charged air rifle. It's PCP, that stands for pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. And this one, for $170, you get the rifle and the pump. The pump is the most important part of that because it goes up to like 4,000 PSI, something crazy. So if you get the pump and the rifle, that is a great kit if you ever wanted to get into the pre-charged air rifle game. That's the one you want to start out with. And also, they've got some pretty decent prices for ammo, including Winchester White Box. $120 will get you 200 rounds of regular 5.56. I believe it's a 55 grain ammo. Great for plinking and just fun down at the range with your AR-15. Next up is Dunhams. Dunhams is offering, I think, the best deal on the Heritage Rough Rider revolver. $90, and I'm almost certain that includes the Magnum cylinder. That's the best deal I've ever seen. I don't know how they do it, but somehow the Heritage Rough Rider revolver, which is a USA made product, this is not imported, this is made in Florida, somehow they are completely immune to inflation. $90 will get you one, and I believe that includes the Magnum cylinder. Be forewarned, the Heritage Rough Rider revolver is so addictive and so inexpensive that you are nearly obligated to also pick up a barkeep and a 16-inch behemoth for no reason whatsoever other than they're funny. For $100, you can pick up a semi-automatic 22 made by Rock Island. It's called the Rock Island TM22. Now, every time I see this advertised, the picture does not match the description of the advertised rifle. So I have no idea what this thing looks like. I have no idea if you order online, if that's the actual rifle you're going to get. No clue. Only buy that in person so you know what you're going to get. For $150, you can pick up this Winchester Wildcat 22 semi-automatic rifle. This is a super fun rifle. It's super lightweight. It takes Ruger 1022 magazines, which is the biggest plus for this thing because this is far cheaper than a Ruger 1022. Now, I'm not sure about the one being advertised, but most of these are threaded for a suppressor, and they do make excellent suppressor hosts. So keep that in mind, but verify before you purchase just to make sure that is a threaded barrel or not. $340 will get you a Henry 22 lever action rifle just like this one. This is the base price, the base one, so there's no fancy bells and whistles. It's not stainless, it's not the Golden Boy or anything. It is just the basic bare bones model. I bought this 8 or 10 years ago, and I paid $300 for it. So $340 is well in line with a good price today. For $550, you can pick up this Springfield Hellcat Carry Pro, which is a great carry pistol and comes with a laser and a whole mess of magazines. It doesn't come with a holster, but you can pick one of those up for 20 or $30, no problem. And that is a great option for a carry pistol. Dunhams has the Taurus G3C pistol for $200. Now, I don't have the C version, but I just picked up this full-size G3 just a few days ago. I've not had a chance to shoot it, but this is a full-size model that holds 17 rounds in a magazine. And I will say, between the G2 and G3, the trigger is way nicer on the G3. And if it shoots just as well as a G2, then that is a great price for a carry pistol. The Bushnell Trophy Scope is available at Dunham's for $60. I can't remember the powers they're offering, but those are solid scopes. They're not the most clear scopes. They're not the greatest for low light situations, but for $60 for a scope you can slap on any hunting rifle and take out a deer, it's good in my book. And lastly for Dunham's is their ammo deals. They've got some great deals. Actually, some of the deals are good enough to actually drive there just for the ammo. Case in point, if you need some 22 ammo, go ahead and grab the 500 round box of AMSCOR ammo. Is 36 grain, a high velocity hollow point, surprisingly accurate. I've done a video review on it right there. 500 round box for $20. I've not seen that price in a very long time. Next up is Farm and Home. At Farm and Home, you can pick up a Winchester Wildcat 22 semi-automatic rifle for $150. I don't think the one they're offering is the threaded barrel model, so it will not be a good suppressor host, but it does take 10/22 magazines, again, for $150. At the same time, they're also offering the stripped down 10/22 from Ruger for $200. Now, I think it is the better deal. Of course, it looks nothing like this one, but the 10/22 is a better option than the Winchester Wildcat. But the stripped down 10/22 will not have any sights whatsoever. So for $200, you also have to add a scope on there or a red dot or something for an aiming device. The Winchester Wildcat has a really nice peep sight already built into the system. So take it as you will, but $200 for a 10/22 platform, which you can build on for the rest of your life. For $285 at Farm and Home Supply, you can pick up a Winchester SXP hybrid shotgun. I have not done a review on this shotgun just yet, but let me tell you, it is a very reliable shotgun, very fun to shoot, very easy to shoot, very accurate. The only problems I have with it is the fact that the handguard is a bit slippery. Normally, a slightly slick foregrip is not a big deal, but with the hybrid action, if you're not familiar, the hybrid action pumps the shotgun back for you and you just push it forward. But if it's slippery, it will come out of your hand and you'll be up here like this and you got to reposition your hand. So that is the only negative I can find about this shotgun. Otherwise, it's fantastic. Lastly, for Farm and Home Supply, they've got a really cool Springfield mil-spec 1911 chambered in God's caliber 45 ACP. And the interesting thing about this kit is it comes with a carry case and a set of dog tags with the exact serial number from the pistol on it. So that may be interesting to you, and it's kind of a neat kit. Next up is Fleet Farm. At Fleet Farm, you can get a Rock Island Armory 1911 chambered again in God's caliber 45 ACP for $400. The Rock Island Armory 1911 is the gold standard for budget 1911s. I would not hesitate to grab one of those if I didn't already have two of them myself. Next up, for $270, you can pick up a Ruger LCP Max. That is the carry pistol that everyone knows and loves from back in yesteryear. That's the first real pocket pistol chambered in 380 ACP. I've never owned the Max version, but I have owned from pretty much the day they came out with it, the original small version that holds 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. This is a great carry pistol, especially if you really want to conceal carry extremely well, because this will slide down in your pocket and disappear. So that's a great option. The Max is slightly thicker, but it is definitely a good compromise to get those more rounds in your pocket. The Stoeger STR-9 pistol, that's available for $200 at Fleet Farm. They hold a ton of rounds. It's a full-size, full-frame pistol, great for your bedside table. $200, what's not to like on that? Fleet Farm is one of the many stores that has the Springfield Armory Hellcat kit, which is basically a carry pistol chambered 9mm, comes with a gaggle of mags. Most of them have like a carry case with them. So All that together for $550. Not a bad deal, especially if you want to have a ton of mags with you or on you or available. Also, like many stores, Fleet Farm's offering a $200 deal on the stripped down version of the Ruger 1022. That is my go-to. That's what I suggest if you're looking for a semi-automatic 22. The stripped down Ruger 1022 and just throw a scope on there, you're good to go. Alongside that Ruger 1022, you can pick up a Rock Island Armory TM22 semi-automatic 22 rifle for $100. Honestly, I think the Ruger 1022 is in fact twice the quality, twice the rifle of that Rock Island Armory. I would suggest just spend the extra dough, get yourself a Ruger 1022, you'll be happier in the long run. In my opinion, I think Fleet Farm has the very best shotgun deal this year. And that is, for $200, you can pick up the Winchester XXP in 12 gauge. Just like this, it's the hybrid version, so it will have pump the action for you. It's the fastest pump action shotgun on the market. $200, if I didn't already have one right here, I would buy that one. The last great deal at Fleet Farm is 22 ammo. For $14, you can pick up a 250 round box of Aguila ammo. Now, I've never bought the bulk optioned box of it, but I do have several 50 round boxes of this stuff. It's been great. I've never had any issues with it. Next up is Rural King. At Rural King on Black Friday, you can pick up a Heritage Rough Rider revolver in 22 long rifle only for $85. That is a screaming deal for a great, fun 22 revolver. And of course, in the box, there's usually a free shipping coupon or maybe even a discount code to get yourself a inexpensive Magnum cylinder to swap out anytime you want to shoot Magnum 22s through your Heritage Rough Rider revolver. Now, I don't know about your particular Rural King, but my Rural King always has one of the big boys in a display case ready to rock and roll. So you might as well just pick both of them up at the same time because you know you're going to get the big boy too. You can't help yourself. I know you because I know me. For the odd pricing of $203, they will have the stripped down Ruger 1022 option that everyone else also has here. Now again, it will not look like this. It will look like a bare bones polymer stock model with no sights on it. So you're going to have to invest in a scope or a red dot or something, but $203, again, oddly specific pricing, but there you go. Rural King is also going to have a whole lineup of Stoeger 9mm pistols in various sizes from full size, compact to subcompact models, all of them at the same price, $173. For $288, they will have a 45 caliber high point carbine available. Now, it'll be very similar to this, but not 100% because this has a whole bunch of Longshot manufacturing upgrades on it. When I first saw that ad, I thought, that's it. That's what DEUCE is getting this Black Friday. And then I looked closer at the ad and I realized, I don't think that's the model with the threaded barrel. And I need a threaded barrel because I want to put my big 45 caliber can on there because 45 caliber ACP will suppress very well out of a carbine length barrel. If that's not the threaded barrel option, I will not be picking that up. For $500, you can pick up a Savage 110 Apex Hunter XP chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and it comes with a nice Vortex scope on it. So you buy that one package, you buy a box of ammo, and you're pretty much good to hit deer out several hundred yards. And now for one thing, not to buy at Rural King, even though it is very tempting. For $600, they're going to offer a Century Arms AK-47, course standard, 7.62, about 39 chambering. Don't buy that. Spend an extra couple $100 and get a Wasser. Don't get the Century Arms made ones. You can get the Century Arms imported ones that have the Wasser nameplate on it, but do not get the ones that are all made by Century. They just will not last. At this part of the video, I was planning on knife handing down and say, next up, Sportsman's Warehouse. But they have their Black Friday specials and deals locked behind a vault door, and I cannot find the combination to that vault. So what I'm going to do is keep a pinned comment at the top of the comments below the video, and that will stay there at the very top. So check those out because I will be updating that continuously throughout the week with the best deals, the best bang for bucks that I can find, including the Sportsman's Warehouse deals when they become available, which normally they have really good Black Friday deals. So stay tuned to that. Now we're going to take a look at some of the online options. Now, one of the issues with online shopping and videos like this is the fact that they change their inventory, change their prices on a very regular basis. So keep in mind that this may be outdated by the time you watch the video. First off, we're going to look at Bud's Gun Shop. At Bud's, you can pick up a Beretta APX A1 9mm pistol, $280. great carry option. For 340 bucks, you can pick up this TSOS 1911 full-size 5-inch barrel. This is great, of course, chambered in 45 ACP. I have a whole video review on it right here. This is a fantastic option for a budget 1911. You grab one of these. The grips are a little cheap, so you're going to be looking for another set of grips for this thing. So you grab that, you grab new grips, you get a nice leather holster on there, and you are Longmire all day long. Another Beretta deal from Buzz is the Tomcat Covert pistol. Now that is a great, cool little pistol that is perfectly set up for being a suppressor host. Unfortunately, the $360 price tag is only for the 32 ACP model. I personally want the 22 long rifle model, and most people do too, which is probably why they're trying to get rid of these, because no one's buying 32 ACP. For 220 bucks, Buzz has the same stripped down Ruger 1022 that everyone is selling at 200 bucks. Is it still a deal at 220? I think so, but bear in mind, you can probably find this at 200 bucks locally, and you don't have to pay for shipping or pay for the transfer fees. Also for 220 bucks, you can pick up this Tokarev Bullpup 12 gauge semi-automatic shotgun. The thing looks like a meme. It looks like it will not be worth a crap, but I've been told by several people that the things actually run, especially after you've broken them in, 50 rounds, 100 rounds down the pipe. And apparently they run. I don't know. I've never owned one. I've never shot one, but I kind of want to buy one for 220. I'm willing to flip a coin on that one and see if it comes out heads. For $490, you can pick up this Diamondback AR-15 chambered in 5.56. Now the Diamondback brand is not a high echelon, high tier AR-15 brand. It's a budget name. It's a budget AR-15 at a budget price. Luckily, the engineering that went involved into the AR-15 is genius, and even the budget ones shoot pretty dang well. Next up for online options is Palmetto State Armory. Now, Palmetto State Armory, if you're not familiar with them, PSA for short, they specialize in AR-15 uppers and pistol uppers and kits and build kits and things of that nature. Another online retailer to keep your eyes out for is Midway USA. Now, normally, Midway USA does not have good prices on firearms in general or in Black Friday specials. But what they lack there, they make up for in reloading equipment. I just picked up this Chargemaster's RCBS Chargemaster here because I will be doing a lot of rifle reloading, which is where you really make a bunch of money back on your reloading skills and reloading equipment, is rifle reloading. The last few things I want to mention today is, number one, check out Smoky Mountains Guns and Ammo. Their website is updated on a regular basis, and they're one of my local favorites, so check them out, as well as your local gun stores, because all of them are going to have Black Friday specials, Cyber Monday specials, all throughout the entire Black Friday weekend. They probably already started this week. Well, guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps out the channel. And I will be doing a video in a few weeks or so about what I bought this Black Friday season. I already, as you can tell, own most of the things that are going up for sale, but I do have some options that are locally available to me that I think I might pick up. So stay tuned for that. As always, you guys have a great day. See ya.